No doubt be looking forward to seeing Mark Viduka come off the bench for his long-awaited first appearance in a Celtic jersey. Dundee United had won only once in the last 19 matches between the pair. Rob McLean as the commentator.
He was named in the squad but not in the team. Alan Stubbs is noticeable by his absence. The Celtic defender could now be on his way to Aston Villa. The only change in this lineup is Craig Burley's first start in 4 months in place of injured Lubo Moravcik. As expected, Mark Viduka has to wait for top team action. He's on the bench along with Simon Donnelly. Burley slots into the berth vacated by Moravcik, operating behind the front two of Harold Bratbach and 31-goal Henrik Larsson. With Stubbs on the way out, Vidar Reset continues as a stand-in defender. Jonathan Gould hasn't picked the ball out of the net here at Celtic Park in the last 5 league games. That's impressive for a player who wants to push his claims to the Scotland #1 jersey. Gould's teammate until a couple of weeks ago was David Hanna. Then the midfielder, that's his best position he reckons, went back to his former club Dundee United as Paul Sturrock builds a new team. Here's the team he's built for Celtic Park. The only change is enforced because of injury to Erik Pettersson. Teenager Jim Patterson deputises. New signing Scott McCulloch is suspended. Otherwise it's the team which beat Aberdeen 3-0 last Saturday. Patterson slots in at left back. Hanna links up with another teenager on loan, John Eustace, in central midfield. Departing striker Kjell Olofsson partners 10-goal Billy Dodds up front. And the referee for Celtic against Dundee United is Mike McCurry. Dundee United start the match. Both these teams in dire need of the points for starkly contrasting reasons. United third from bottom, 7 points ahead of Dunfermline, who have a game in hand. Celtic have the chance today to move to within 7 points of leaders Rangers, who play at Kilmarnock tomorrow. So important for Celtic that they keep what pressure they can on Rangers. First touch for Jim Patterson, back in the side, and a very strong first touch from John Eustace on loan from Coventry City, clattering into Craig Burley. Well, Paul Sturrock not taking long to leave the confines of the dugout, make his presence felt. Neither De Vos nor Bratbach could make much of that. In from Blinker, cleared by Patterson. That was Easton. Joe Miller's header. Billy Dodds. Good pass and a good run by Olofsson. He'll now want to hold this up. Wait for reinforcements. Knocked across goal. And nobody there for United. De Vos for Miller. Good touch. Billy Dodds. Looking for options. One of them is Craig Easton. Good effort! Off the crossbar from Easton. And turned away by Paul Lambert. So close to the opening goal, Craig Easton. Well struck this. A curling effort as well. And it cracked back off the bar. Lovely ability, Craig Easton, just 20 years old yesterday, a lot of first team experience, and he had the beating of Jonathan Gould there. Given away by Olofsson. Reggie Blinker trying to escape the clutches of Eustace. Now running at Malpass. That's a good ball in. And a corner kick conceded by Jason De Vos. Signs there of growing confidence in the play there from Blinker. His third consecutive start after what's been a barren season for him. It's Blinker's corner. And it was Vidar Reset's header that flew wide. Scored with his head against Kilmarnock 10 days ago. Time on the ball for Neil Duffy. Missed by McNamara. Confusion there between McNamara and Boyd. Mopping up Mjällby. Johan Mjällby hasn't missed a game for Celtic since signing from Stockholm. His first match was the Old Firm match. Onto his fellow Swede Henrik Larsson. Neat flick from Lambert, worryingly for Celtic. Larsson still grounded. Blinker chased by Miller. Larsson is on the move again. Burley to Boyd. United getting back behind the ball. It needs something special from Celtic. Blinker's pass, just too much pace. Brattbakk couldn't get there. Sieb Dijkstra saved it. Reggie Blinker trying to work an opening. Trying to slide through the pass that would offer up a chance for Brattbakk. Billy Dodds. It's for Jim Patterson. Covering across with Jackie McNamara. Timed this well, McNamara, because Patterson is pacey. Crossfield run from Jackie McNamara, trying to find some room. Reggie Blinker making himself available. McNamara running on. It's a good run from McNamara. Turned back, intercepted by Duffy, and cleared by Joe Miller. Made a good run, Jackie McNamara. He'll be disappointed that he didn't make more of the cutback. Craig Burley to Jackie McNamara. Two players who've missed a fair chunk of the season with injury. Burley races on, and Dijkstra races out. Mjällby under pressure from Olofsson. For Patterson. Jonathan Gould is underneath it. He's lost it. Billy Dodds. United have the lead. All sorts of accusing glances in the Celtic goalmouth. Billy Dodds celebrates. 25 minutes gone. The Dundee United supporters can hardly believe it.
Score for Dundee United. The scorer is number 15, Billy Dodds.
Jonathan Gould had it and then lost it, and Billy Dodds was very calm, waited his moment. It's a blunder by Gould, and it's the opening goal for Dundee United. Here's a closer look. Gould won't want to re-examine his performance, I'm sure. Billy Dodds, 1-0. McNamara, the pass came off Easton. Good half so far for Dundee United. Jackie McNamara's off and running. Marley's pass. It's a corner kick. The last touch off Jim Patterson, despite his protest. He reckoned he'd played this onto Jackie McNamara. The big guns are up again for Celtic as they chase an equaliser. Left foot of Reggie Blinker. Out comes Sieb Dijkstra. He's lost it. Mjällby had a chance. Good defending by Malpass. Mjällby's hurt. Celtic still have it. Lambert to Craig Burley, thinking about the shot. Closed down very quickly, it was Burley. And the shot flew way too high. Mjällby almost had a chance from the corner kick. Sieb Dijkstra came a long way. He'd have done well to have held on to that. Flicked on by Boyd, and the important challenge came in from Maurice Malpass. Reggie Blinker Long ball for Henrik Larsson. Chance for 1-1. What a good tackle by Neil Duffy. That looked as if it was dropping invitingly for Henrik Larsson. Duffy did well. The 45 minutes are up in the first half. 2 minutes to be added. Stefan Mahi moving at speed. Left by Duffy. That could have been dangerous. Henrik Larsson just failed to make contact. Dundee United know all about the dangers and the abilities of Henrik Larsson, and that was dangerous from Duffy. Burley having a look at the possibilities. McNamara, brought back. Lost it. Patterson to Dodds. Patterson again. Good quick pass for Kjell Olofsson. Chipped beyond Jonathan Gould for Jim Patterson. He couldn't quite get there. I think Kjell Olofsson was torn between two ideas there, the shot at goal or the cross for Patterson. In the end it fell somewhere in the middle. Dundee United don't have too much to complain about. At the end of the first half, Billy Dodds with the only goal so far. It might well have been Craig Easton who had given United the lead after only 5 minutes. Jonathan Gould saved by his crossbar. A swirling effort from Easton, very close to opening the scoring. This was the moment when the deadlock was broken. Jonathan Gould at fault on the cross ball, had it, lost it. Great composure from Billy Dodds, took his time, picked his spot, and that was 1-0 to Dundee United. There have been very few chances in front of goal for Celtic. This is the best of them. Dijkstra's fumble this time, and Malpass was the man in the way to foil Johan Mjalby from close in. So a good half for Dundee United. Glum faces among the Celtic supporters. It's Celtic 0, Dundee United 1. A vital second 45 minutes ahead of Celtic. They know they can't afford to slip up. Trailing 10 points behind Rangers, they hope to close it to 7. If they lose here, the gap could be 13 by tomorrow at Rugby Park. And the title challenge from a Celtic point of view would effectively be over. McNamara and Burley combining. And a corner kick after just 30 seconds of the second half. Early pressure from Celtic. Came off Patterson. Another in-swinger from Reggie Blinker, held by Dijkstra, and he was fouled by Mjalby. The keeper did well there under pressure from the big Swede. Olofsson getting the better of Reset. Kjell Olofsson, and looking for a penalty kick. It's not been given. Jonathan Gould furious. He reckons Kjell Olofsson dived and should be yellow carded. The Dundee United supporters, meanwhile, thought they should have had a penalty kick. A moment of high drama after just 2 minutes of the second half. And Gould is being told to cool down by Mike McCurry. He was furious here. It was Reset's mistake. The direct approach taken by Olofsson. He held off Tom Boyd well. Out came Gould. Down went Olofsson. The big question is, was there contact? Mike McCurry's decision was no, but in that case, did Kjell Olofsson take a dive? Paul Sturrock. Furious. John Eustace pulled back, dangerous ball, cut out by Craig Burley. turned that behind for a corner kick. But he did well to get in the way of an inviting ball in from Eustace. Joe Miller with the corner kick. DeVos trying to put his head to it. Easton's shot charged down. David Hanna hoisted over the top. And a big buzz around Celtic Park because Mark Viduka is donning his working clothes. That's a good pass from Morris Malpass. Up came Bratback. Now it's Reggie Blinker. Foul against Malpass, who was out of position and was trying to get back as quickly as he could. That's what you call a professional foul. Well, just listen to the ovation for Mark Viduka. It's taken 3 months between his signing for the club and his first appearance for the first team. A standing ovation from the Celtic support for the man who cost £3 million from Croatia, Zagreb, Australian international, and finally he's arrived in the first team. His first touch, chasing a return pass from Henrik Larsson. Fergus McCann's days are numbered as the Celtic managing director, and he'd certainly like to leave with a smile on the faces of the Celtic supporters. Not the case at the moment. McNamara against Patterson. He's got pace, Jim Patterson, but Jackie McNamara getting the better of him, and lucky that his cross was deflected into the hands of Dijkstra. This was good play from McNamara, persistent in his efforts at getting through and unlucky with the cross. Long ball from Tom Boyd, all the way through for Craig Burley. Look at what's available in the area. Turned that back looking for Mark Viduka. Jason DeVos got there first. The danger for Dundee United. Look at Burley darting glances into the penalty area, wondering what the best ball was to play. Namara's cross. Underneath it, Mark Viduka jumping with Malpass as well. Foul given against Reggie Blinker. Applauded by Joe Miller. First there was a tussle between Malpass and Viduka, but there was the foul by Blinker, trying to haul Joe Miller's shirt off, it looked like. Blinker, lovely skill, lovely change of direction, beating Eustace and Miller. The cross curling away from Dijkstra. And taking no chances, Craig Easton. Happy to concede the corner kick here. And the ball swirled away from the goalkeeper. Viduka is an imposing figure in the penalty box. Reset and Mjalby are up as well, so Celtic have options here for Reggie Blinker, and that's good handling from Sieb Dijkstra. A packed penalty area, but his concentration was maintained. Lambert to Burley. Reggie Blinker has stayed out on the right hand side. Might think about a shot here, Blinker. It was deflected, and Henrik Larsson's effort, disappointing for him, didn't really catch it. And in the end, after Viduka's flick offered up the chance, it just trundled through to Dijkstra. Mahe got there before Miller. Blinker. Good challenge by DeVos, although a free kick's been given against him. He claims he's innocent. Looked as if he went for the ball against Mahe. This will answer the question for us. Yes, he got the ball, and hard done by there to have a free kick given against him. 5 in the box, now 6 for Celtic. In from Reggie Blinker. Desperate to get a connection on the ball at the far post was Mark Viduka. Offered up invitingly by Blinker, but Celtic failed to make it count. Now Joe Miller has it. Trying to get the pass away to Dodds, cut out by Mahe. Celtic on the counter-attack. McNamara with the ball at his feet. Craig Burley ahead of him. As are Larsson and Viduka. Back for McNamara. Now Blinker. Now Burley. McNamara again. Solid defending by Dundee United. Eustace it was who broke down the attack. And Kjell Olofsson on his own. Holding the ball up. Waiting for arrivals. Here's Eustace. Now it's Miller. Flicked away by Mjällby. In pursuit is Easton. Now Patterson. The reverse pass, but Kjell Olofsson was static. Viduka for Blinker. Trying to find the pace, which will take him away from Magnus Skolmark. That's an excellent pass for Craig Burley! And that's 1-1. It took a touch off Sieb Dijkstra, but he couldn't keep it out. And now Craig Burley wants to set out in search of the winner. He knows that goal isn't enough for Celtic. They want all 3 points here. And the minute the ball was in the back of the net, Burley was after it to get the game restarted. The goal here set up by Reggie Blinker's play. Found some room, found the perfect pass for Burley. His shot was firmly hit, but it took a deflection off Sieb Dijkstra. The goalkeeper frustrated that he didn't keep this out. It's 1-1 with 30 minutes of the second half gone. Craig Burley's 7th goal of the season, number 6 coming at Motherwell last Sunday. The Celtic supporters are in good voice after that. The long throw from Olofsson, headed away by Burley. Lambert's flick, now McNamara. Celtic have some momentum. Henrik Larsson. Viduka up ahead of him, McNamara as well. Lambert and Blinker arriving. Here's Paul Lambert lining up the shot, blocked by Neil Duffy, and it's a long chase back for Burley. McNamara knocked over after he played the pass away, advantage being played. Mjällby looking for Reggie Blinker. Skillful play again from Blinker. Now Lambert. McNamara. On comes Craig Burley. Tackled by Hanna. And corner kick given. Last touch must have come off David Hanna, as he and McNamara battled for possession at the edge of the area. And these Celtic supporters now on the edge of their seats. Corner kick taken to Paul Lambert at the edge area, back to Burley. Reggie Blinker's header, unable to hit the target. It was a useful opportunity at the near post. Blinker doesn't need to be told. Played in first time by Burley. Lambert against Dodds, 14 against 14. Burley for Larsson. A cushioned pass for Lambert towards Blinker, cut out by Patterson. Dundee United fighting a rearguard action at the moment. The inevitable pressure from Celtic. In from Burley. Viduka trying to find some room. It's Blinker. Alongside him is Craig Burley. Now Henrik Larsson. It's 2-1. Henrik Larsson strikes for Celtic. His 32nd goal of the season. The Celtic pressure pays off. And the title challenge is back in business. Something had to give here, you felt, as Celtic pummeled at the United defence. First there was Viduka, then Blinker, then Burley, and finally Larsson, and what a finish that was. Top quality striking from Larsson. He's in a quiet game so far, but don't write him off. Now 32 for Henrik Larsson from 36 games. There's only one Henrik Larsson, goes the cry, and it's difficult to argue. Well, the flags are up and the voices are up as Celtic supporters celebrate that Henrik Larsson goal, which they will feel keeps them on the title trail. It's Blinker. Burley quickly on to McNamara. In for Viduka. The header flew too high. He won it well though. Very determined as he jumped to meet this Jackie McNamara cross. Just couldn't keep it down. There'll be some almighty roar when Viduka scores his first goal for Celtic, you can be assured of that. Headed down by Lambert, came off Dodds. Burley through for Larsson. Blinker. Little shimmy, trying to find a way past Skoldmark. Good challenge. At the cost of a corner kick. Stuck with Blinker well though. Johan Mjällby arriving in the penalty box alongside Viduka and Larsson. Instead back for Craig Burley. What a good hit that was. It came off the head of David Hanna and flew by for a corner kick. This looked as if it was heading towards Sieb Dijkstra's net. 2 minutes between Celtic and a vital 3 points. Larsson against De Vos. A reset. Almost a fresh air shot, that one. Duffy. Larsson was in the way. Viduka. Well, with all the confidence to try to chip Sieb Dijkstra from about 30 yards out. Saw the possibility here, but just too high. Well, that would have crowned the match for the Celtic supporters, and Viduka been on target there. Into the final minute of stoppage time, it's Billy Dodds. In from McLaren. Good defending from Mjällby and very calmly played out as well. Jackie McNamara on the move. That might well have been Dundee United's last chance to have got something from this game. All around the ground, supporters are looking at watches. 30 seconds of stoppage time left. Celtic now happy just to keep the ball. They failed to do it though. Stephen Mai wins it back. And there's the roar from the Celtic supporters on full time, which tells you their title show is still on the road. They close the gap on Rangers to 7 points. Rangers play at Rugby Park against Kilmarnock tomorrow. And Craig Burley it was who brought Celtic back into the game with just 15 minutes left. His shot deflected in, that made it 1-1. And somehow it had to be Henrik Larsson who struck the winner with just 10 minutes to go. There's the scoreline, 2-1 for Celtic as they try to keep the pressure on Rangers as the Premier League season comes to it.
Well, if you'd asked me about 2 weeks ago after the Queen's Park game, you know, the whole club was on a low. We have a very, very good performance last week, and the players take the confidence from that and take it into the game today. There's a lot of things that have happened in that game today that is very, very pleasing, and I'm hopeful now that the players appreciate that, what hard work and attitude has done for them. And if we play like that, I'm sure we'll win games from now at the end of the season.
Are you pleased with the part played by Mark Viduka when he came on?
Yeah, he came in.
All I can really say about it is that Shell is adamant the goalie's not touched him. It's been a contact from behind, a push from behind that was the penalty. Our players are incensed about it. Football's a funny, funny game. Hopefully, some of these decisions will start going our way sooner or later, because we've had an awful lot of them that's kicked us in the teeth this season.
Again today. I thought United were maybe a little bit unlucky not to get a share of the points.
You could consider them unlucky in the respect that they played very, very well. I mean, they got the opening goal here. Jonathan Gould, he's not fouled there at all. I think he's just gone up and then all of a sudden he realises he can't go any further back because he's backpedaling, and he goes against Joe Miller, who's come in round behind him. You see that there. I don't think he sees him, bumps against him, and that just takes his momentum forward again. It breaks, and Billy Dodds, sharp as ever, just knocks it in the net.
Second one, perhaps a goalkeeping error as well, or am I being unkind to Steve Dykstra?
Well, there's good aspects of the goal. Great run from Craig Billy. Look at how he ran away there for Craig Easton. Blinker had done brilliantly as well, carrying the ball in, and I think Steve Dykstra will be disappointed with himself. Craig Burley's, look at Blinker here, just bursts through between players. He sees the run ahead of him as Craig Burley drives wide. He doesn't get the best of shots in, but he does hit the target. That's the main thing. Through the legs of Steve Dykstra, as I say, he'll not be pleased with that one.
And the winning goal, inevitably, from Henrik Larsson. What about the build-up here, Gordon?
Well, I just felt that, I think, if you look at that situation, and why I've frozen that is because look how deep Dundee United started to defend at that stage. That for me was a problem. Before that in the game, they played brilliantly. I thought they'd pushed right up, they'd stopped Celtic playing, but they're sitting away and they're defending the penalty spot there, and I think that just leads to problems here as the ball comes out. As Viduka gets a little touch, goes to Blinker, squeeze it to Craig Burley, and then look at the Dundee United players were claiming offside there. I think it's young Jim Patterson on the far side, the left back position. Plays him on. He's the first man to put his arm up for offside, though, but I think he knows himself as the ball's just slipped through. It's a brilliant finish, though, because Larsson is always sharp. He's in great scoring form just now. Takes a little touch and bangs it in.
Morris Malpass off at this point. Is that important?
I think it is. Morris Malpass not there to push them up. They're defending too deep. They defended well all day, Dundee United, but look where they're sitting. There's always liable to be a break in the box, and the opposition get a chance. And I say until that point, Dundee United had done really well. In the first half, they've defended 18-yard box, but they squeezed things in. They left one up front. They drew the two wide players in, and they played this sort of pyramid shape. And what happened was then Celtic found it very, very difficult to play through them. Dundee United get the first goal. Been saying for weeks, how would Celtic cope with losing the first goal? That's what happened today, and they had a hard road to come back. But you've got to give Celtic credit. They ground them down, they kept playing, and they got the goal.
Yeah, but having said that, as you pointed out, United early on looked good. They were organised, they were defending well. They worked very, very hard today. And Craig Easton hit the bar with a terrific shot. This would have been a great goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Paul Sturrock can be really happy with him. He won't be happy with the result, but he got a lot out of the team. Look, there's Celtic, they're defending 18 yards. There's the difference there. They're just drifting back now as he comes in. But look at that, it's a great shot for Easton there. He just, in off it, just dipping over the keeper. Jonathan Gould, no chance with that. That's very, very unlucky. Put them in the lead there, and thought another case of a team coming to Celtic Park. I mean, one or two efforts not quite getting the goal.
Now here's this penalty incident, which I don't think you and I agree about. I think referee Mike McCurry does brilliantly here. I think he gets it absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't think it's a penalty either, to be honest with you. But we're not disagreeing on that. I think Jonathan
Gould's maybe lucky not to be booked here.
Yeah, I think he's
right or wrong.
He is over there. He's very angry about it though. But I don't know what Olafsson said to him though. But certainly I see this differently from yourself. I think that Tommy Boyd fouls Olafsson, catches him here outside the box, just catches him. He's now, for me, going off balance, and as he goes forward, look, you see he's beginning to fall. I think he's lost his balance, but I think he does turn himself a little bit. I think he goes for the penalty at that point because of the original challenge. He thinks he's fouled, and you don't think he's fouled.
I'm not sure about the contact here. I think he falls perhaps onto his heel, but here, to me, I'm not sure that the contact was enough for a player to go down.
Certainly
in that
didn't come
situation.
from Jonathan Gould. I think we're agreed on that. The fact that the foul, the contact came, I think, outside the box, and I think it was Tommy Boyd.
Yeah.
I think it might have been a free kick, but certainly no penalty.
Wasn't given. Now, Mark Viduka came on, obviously not quite much sharp yet, but he put himself about, and I think he's going to be a useful addition.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's a type of game actually he was ideal in, because with a team sitting in deep, what you want is a bit of a physical presence. He certainly has that. He's really strong. Didn't quite get his headers on target there, but DeVos had played brilliantly all day. He was under no pressure till Viduka came on, and all of a sudden he was against a big man, and that's what Celtic needed at that point, somebody could hold the ball up. He was involved in both goals, if you think, as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Laid the ball back to Blinker, and also the little flick in the box that led to the second goal too.
He'll be a good addition, I've no doubt. But the Celtic man of the match today, quite rightly, was Reggie Blinker, who was outstanding, running at defenders from deep, caused all sorts of problems, didn't he?
Yeah, Moravcik not there. They required somebody to do a little bit extra, a little bit different, and I thought Blinker did really well today. He showed a lot of pace and confidence as well, which was good too. He's not been really played all that much this season, but his confidence was there. Lovely little touches inside. You see a little burst through here, and tried to play right back in there. Keeper does well, but then this is a lovely little ball here. Look, a reverse ball outside left foot. Jackie McNamara, that's a terrific opening pass, that, just to thread it through defence. And he was involved in the goal. There's another good long pass. Great work here by Duffy.
Neil Duffy does well.
Duffy does really well. And then, there's other aspects in the game. Celtic didn't play great all round, but you have to say Dundee United, the work and the way they played made it difficult for Celtic. But look at that little shimmy away there from the player. I think that Celtic found it hard today just because of the way Dundee United played. And they've got to be patient when they're playing like that. They had to wear them down. Losing the first goal always made it difficult. But in the end up, they kept going, and they got the result they were looking for in the end.
Could yet be 3 very important points too.